And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mechanics Institute. We are streaming FIDE Master Paul Whitehead's arena, and he is currently playing FIDE Master Kyron Griffith right now. We had some technical difficulties with the stream to start, but here we are. This is still the first game in the arena, game in 3+2, and it looks to me like. Kyron got there first. So congratulations to Kyron. Uh, Defeating Paul. Paul's going to be joining us shortly. He'll be coming on. So while we wait for him, he's got like a murderer's row of opponents playing in the arena. National Master Mike Saylor's in. F Pawn is in there. Sas Hakobian, Jonah Bush, uh, Sean Kelly's in there. It's going to be a tough one. It's not going to be easy. So he has not started his second game yet, or has he? Let's see. No, not yet. It does not look. So let's see if he joins us. So tonight will be starting at 6:30. Will be our final two rounds of the Tuesday night marathon, the final Tuesday night marathon of the year. Uh, Gadir Gusainov is well in control. He's a full point ahead of the field in the open section TNM, and he's going to be playing National Master Mike Walder. Hey, Alexi, thank you very much. Feeling the Christmas spirit, so uh, thought I would represent that. And there he is. So Paul is now playing 22 Savage in the arena. So Paul, uh, join me over here. So we want to hear the banter. Uh, Speaking of banter, uh, John Donaldson did an arena on Saturday night. And speaking of which, congratulations to Jim Tarjan and Gadir Gusainov, who tied for first in the. And there goes Lucy. I mean, what can I do, right? Shh. Jeez. Tied for first in the Donaldson Championship, 5 out of 6. Um the Grandmasters got some pushback. No, that was me. That's me responding in the Twitch chat. So thank you for tuning in. Yeah, a lot of things are going a little bit crazy right now because I got Lucy barking up a storm over here. Also had internet issues, which caused the delay of starting it, and hoping it doesn't. Oh yeah, I can type and talk. I sort of learned that skill, but sometimes you'll notice I'll be in the chat and something is misspelled or doesn't look right, and that's me trying to do two, three things at once and not very successfully. I have a hard enough time doing one thing at once successfully. So I'm looking at Paul. Looks like he's up a pawn in this game. So uh, yeah, the Grandmasters this weekend got some pushback. Alan Finkelstein drew Gadir in their match, which was some of us playing type. Yeah, so trying to learn here, and then learning to adapt when things are not working right. Like it did when I started. I started the stream, and then Paul and I started talking, and then realized I check on a second computer, looking at the stream because that's how I look at the messages, and noticed that we weren't running. So something was wrong, and then all of a sudden the net cut out, and just like everything fell apart. But what can you do? This is live TV. You just gotta roll with it. So, and F Pawn in the chat. Hi F Pawn, thanks for joining. And after tonight, it gets a little bit quiet because we have a Scholastic tournament on Saturday, but no other big events. But in 2 weeks begins the Pan American Intercollegiate Online Championship, which we are organizing. Yeah, the arena is free for all, so join it. You just have to be a member of the Mechanics Institute Chess Club on chess.com. So if you are that, jump in the arena, totally free. What's up, Real Inaki? Okay, perfect. Yeah, join up. Let's see, how many people do we have? We have 16 players in the arena. So yeah. If you're a member of the Mechanics Institute online community, this is totally free. So feel free to jump in. I was talking to Paul right before we started, and he was looking uh, a little tired. So I was asking, "Hey, everything all right?" It was it's just dragging. I know we had John Donaldson at the Chess Cafe yesterday. It was actually an amazing talk. We'll probably put that up on our YouTube channel because it was a lot of fun. It was informative. John was talking about his new book on Bobby Fischer, Bobby Fischer and his world. But then he started talking about um, great chess books to read right now. And he was giving his recommendations, and that went on for about a half hour. So it was a pretty interesting discussion. But Paul was hosting the event. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the hat. Judith should be offline in principle, but she officially did type that last message. So that's something her and I were talking about earlier. We haven't quite learned how to take actual days off, so we were practicing with that today. Didn't do a great job at it, but we're learning to get better, and we're both guilty of that. So Paul took the match, waiting on the next game to start. 18 players in the arena now, which is really good to see. All right. Paul is playing big piano, which I think is Ishan Guha, who also played the Donaldson this weekend. And speaking of the Donaldson, Ako Hidari, a mechanics regular, he tied for first with Rithwik Narendra in the under 2000 section with 4.5 out of 6. And then Adrian Cheng won the under 1600 section, 5 out of 6, sole first. So congratulations to all those players. With our second annual Donaldson Championship that just concluded on last night, Sunday night. Oh no, actually, it was on Sunday night, which today's Tuesday, so it was a couple nights ago. Starting to really lose track of the days. That's either a bad sign because where did the day go, or a great sign that things are so fun they're passing fast. So, have not determined which of those this qualifies as. 18 players in the arena, 42 minutes left, and a reminder again, tonight at 6:30 p.m. right here on this channel, round 7 of the December Tuesday night marathon will take place. If you want to see the pairings and standings, I will put the link in the chat, and there it is. And just on the top board, it'll be who is white? Top board will be Grandmaster Gadir Guseyanov is white against National Master Mike Walder. Board 2 is International Master Elliot Winslow against National Master Kirit Panuganti. And board 3 is Ashik Uzaman against FIDE Master Kyron Griffith. And interesting civil war on board 4 with Nathan Fong and actually no, Eric Hong. He's in Utah. They are not both Cal students. Nathan is, but Eric's from Utah. So and a lot of other great matchups. 60 players in the Tuesday night marathon, and the final two rounds are tonight. Starts at 6:30. The broadcast will start at about 6:40, and then round 8, the final round, will be at 8 p.m. tonight. So stick around with us and hang out with us. Full night of chess at the Mechanics Institute. And how is Paul doing here? Playing the King's Indian as black against Ishan Guha, which will be a tough match. A lot of strong players. Kyron Griffith is playing Adam Mercado. Let me just peek into that game real quick. Kyron trying to bust up the side. Oh wow! Another interesting match going on in the arena as all these games are going is this one right here. This is a Sacrifice and Crush, which I believe is Sauce Jacobian playing Jonah Bush. 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 pawns. I do not believe it's sufficient compensation for being a rook down. So we'll see how that develops. Back to Paul. And he's got time on big piano here. Kyron and Mike Saylor, first and second place currently in the arena. Thank you everyone for watching. If you don't already follow the channel, just click that follow button. We are hoping everyone has a great holiday. Oh, that is awesome. Happy holidays from Santiago, Chile. Rooting for the chess monster. Happy holidays to you, and thanks for watching us. It's always fun to see when people are far away and tuning in, so thank you for doing that. And just as a reminder for everyone, we will not have a newsletter this week. We're taking a little break, and next week's newsletter comes back in full force, and we will have all the coverage of the sorry FPON. Yeah. This will actually be the first break, I think, this year that we've taken for the newsletter. But we will have all the coverage of the round 7 and 8, as well as everything else that comes about. So it should be a fuller newsletter than usual. And then the newsletter after that will be absolutely insane, because we'll have full coverage of the Pan American Intercollegiate, which we are at about 50 teams already, 50 teams of 4. So it's going to be a lot of players. It should be pretty exciting. And actually, if you go to our website, you can actually see who has registered. Let me put that up for entertainment purposes if you're curious. The Pan American. So the teams that have registered and who's playing on them, it is up. It is there in the Twitch chat. So if you want to click on that link and see who's playing, it's kind of crazy. Some of these teams, a bunch of 2,600 players. Yeah, for sure. The over-under for Webster winning. And I think Webster's got like 3 or 4 teams in it. Texas Tech is there. Mizzou with Christian Kurilla coaching them. A lot of big teams. So it should be exciting. And then some new teams, at least that I've noticed, which will be fun to see. I think it's because of the online nature. And we anticipate having 5 or 6 teams from Mexico or other Latin American countries. So it'll be pretty exciting. Howard University just registered today. So that's super cool. Okay, what's the chess monster is up upon? So let's see what he does with that. Although his big piano under 15 seconds. forced the issue there, it looks like. Oh, what a move. Look at that, blocking the check. Wow, what a move. That was a pretty cool move. Using his resources is Paul. Made Paul earn this one, that's for sure. And thank you, Alexi, in the chat. Yeah, Stanford and Berkeley. I was actually surprised the players that Stanford has. You know, it's funny because I think they didn't really play the Pan Am when Naroditsky and Nagy were there. And I'm not even sure if they registered a team in like the last couple of years, which was kind of like surprising. I could be wrong about that, but they they registered a team, and I was kind of surprised the talent that ended up going to Stanford. Not that it's unexpected that they would have talent, but I didn't know Bryce Tiglon went to Stanford and a few other players. So they have kind of a nice team. I know it's F Pon's alma mater. All right. Now, what do you do in this position in a tournament like this? Because if you use game theory or whatever, oh, well, there you go. All right. Now, is Paul going to be able to do this in under 20 seconds? And what's the value of doing this versus going to the next game since it's an arena? All right, Paul, this is it's time for the Knight Bishop lesson. I think they're going to end up playing this game for another 20 minutes probably on the increment until we get to the 50th move. And Alexi's in the chat. This could be embarrassing for Paul. I know, F1. I just saw that post from Craig Marr. He was saying the other day, hey, the benefit of like learning the mate, and I guess the benefit is saving yourself the embarrassment of not being able to do it. And Paul ran out of time in this position, so. And where is he? He's not in the Zoom, so you could be telling him about it. So, oh well. All right, so now Paul is playing Sean Kelly. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's kind of funny. You know, you get test, you get you could not do it like your whole chess career, and then it has to happen in the one time when people are watching it. Yeah, that's true, especially in a blitz scenario. I've told this story before. It was like 3 years ago. Um, I was one of the directors at a tournament where in the open section, where there's strong players in this open section, in the final round of this open section tournament, big tournament, uh, two games in the open section both came down to King Knight Bishop against Lone King. And it was funny because there were people sort of like talking about the position, And I remember telling them, you can't talk about this here, right? You can't talk about the game. But then they were shocked to see that just on the other table, the same thing was going on, and both of the players were struggling, and one of them actually was trying to uh, corral and mate the opponent in the wrong corner, right? The corner that was not the color of the bishop. So uh, one of the games ended up as a win. They got the checkmate, and the other one ended up as a draw. But you could see even the game that was won, the player was struggling to come up with the idea because it's. I mean, you could practice and know the pattern, but when you're actually in the game situation, how often do you have to do it and practice it? So, but if you know it, that's great. I remember seeing Daniel Naroditsky one time during a class. The players just set up a random position. It was almost like shuffling the Rubik's cube. They set up the king and the knight and the bishop wherever, and they tried to mate them. And Daniel was doing it every time. So, but it was kind of fun to watch. Paul looking good here. Just under 30 minutes in the arena. Looking at the standings, Kyron Griffith, and he is way ahead. He's got 6 out of 6. And actually, Slow Cynical Quip here, who Paul's playing, he's in second with 11 points, as is Mike Saylor. So where's Paul? Paul is way. Paul trying to catch up over here. He's at 1.5 out of 3. And the other problem is when you have games that go a long time, they really affect you, as John Donaldson found out. They're a struggle because you're rewarded for playing more games and finishing faster rather than being precise and accurate in your play. Anybody in the chat have any questions about Mechanics Institute, or what we're doing, or what we're not doing enough of, or anything? Now is the time. And if there's any criticism, we might see Judith return to the chat so we can have a word and talk about it. And we're sort of setting our schedule for the next year. Um, so we're still gonna obviously continue our Tuesday marathons and our Thursday marathons. Um, the idea behind the Thursday night marathon is that that event is probably going to stay an online event, even when we reopen. And oh, actually, that's a good question. Question in the chat: how is the viewership week to week? It's steadily growing, um, especially for events like the Tuesday night marathon. So you know, uh, I mean the Donaldson we had at our highest in the final round. We had like 50 some viewers, which for us was really good because we got those viewers not as the result of a raid or anything. Um, so it's steadily been growing, but it generally stays pretty even, which is fine for us because um, we're not taking the approach where we're looking to, our motivation is to, or the primary motivation is not to grow uh, the number of viewers per se. The primary motivation is to show our events and interact with our chess community and cover our games. And we're not so much like Chess Dojo, for example, where they're actively trying to. Um, oh, look at that tactic. That was very nice. chess dojo where they're really trying to build viewership and create new content to increase viewership, things of that nature. We're a chess club first. We're looking to, um, I mean, showcase what we do, obviously, and always trying to do better. But um, if we don't keep increasing viewers and building it up to great amounts, um, that's not going to be the measure of like our success. Although obviously, if we start dropping viewers, that's an indicator that there might be something we need to do better. Um, so that's kind of the approach. Hope that makes sense. That's kind of our approach with regards to that. But that's a great question because we are aware of the viewers and the followers, um, but we get so wrapped up in what's happening with the club that we may not pay attention to certain things that we probably should more, like how do we rally subscribers and how do we things of that nature. But at the same time, we're also looking in other ways to get support. So one of them that we've done actually really successfully is do a membership drive to the Mechanics Institute, um, and that's worked well. If we start dropping viewers, Paul, well, I mean, we're gonna drop massive viewers if I'm dancing, and I'm guessing if Paul starts dancing as well. So um, we'll probably just stick to the chess and do that. But yeah, that's the story on how we use our channel, or how we think about our channel. Chess Monster looks like he's getting, although time is short for both here, actually. Very nice technique, it looks like there. Good job, Paul. Fantastic. All right, next batter is. Who is the next batter? 22 players in the arena. Paul's got Young Morphe. What other games are going here? We got. Yeah, yeah, a lot of good players playing. Wow, Adam Mercado over here. It's an interesting attack. Let's stay on F Pawn's game here. Thank you very much. Paul is not with us. I don't know why he's not with us. Like, he has not joined the Zoom link. Um, he's trying to stick to just playing chess. But thank you for the hat love. Uh, Thought I would get into the Christmas spirit. Those live well south of there. Oh, good question. So, Farm Hill, like Farm Hill Road, over the board chess in south of the peninsula. Uh, Nothing yet over here at all. And as for those that don't know or not from Northern California, like we have like among the strictest um, uh, orders with regards to uh, doing anything in public. So much so that we've chased the 49ers out of their building. It looks like the San Jose Sharks are going to get chased out of their building. Um I was just hearing on the news that the Sharks may have to play in Arizona as well because they're not going to be able to practice. They're going to start the season soon. And F Pond's in the chat saying coffee house play in Palo Alto and Stanford. Uh, you know, but like club play and things of that nature, nothing. And Pranav Siram has organized some outdoor events. Although they've been like small, limited outdoor events, but like if we're talking actual tournaments, that's not happening here yet. I saw that Charlotte's been having over the board, but they do all the precautions. Um, they well space the boards and tablecloth and sanitizer and masks required and all that. So they might be like one of the models of what it should look like when it does open. Look at that move! Wow, Queen E4. I guess I should go to Paul here. I'm getting lost because this game is like interesting, right? So like I want to watch this game. Let me see how this goes. Boom, there it is. Nice job. Back to Paul. And Paul looks like he's doing all right over here. Yeah, so we're pretty hopeful that over the board play returns before the summer, maybe at especially at the Mechanics Institute. Oh, Daniel Perlov is playing in the arena. Very cool. Um, we definitely are looking forward to that happening. The thing about the Mechanics Institute, it's not simply our decision of opening. The Mechanics Institute is it's a cultural arts center and library, and it's managed by a executive director and then a board of trustees, and they all work together to make those decisions about when we open and when we can open safely and all of that. So when it's decided that we can, yep, when it's decided we can do that, we're definitely looking forward to over the board play, especially at the Mechanics Institute. I just feel like if we open, a lot of people will want to come and breathe in the chess room again. Let's see who Paul's next opponent is. 18 minutes left in the arena. Has Paul moved up the ladder a little bit? He's had to because he's been winning games. But Kyron Griffith, 9 out of 9 so far. He is the man of the evening. He's playing Adam Mercado right here. Who does Paul have? Oh, wow. And he's got a tough match with Has Disconnected here. "18 minutes left in the arena." And again, a reminder, tonight, 6:30 p.m., round 7 of our Tuesday night marathon. We manually pair the games. Judith is the chief tournament director, Judith Starry. And we'll have round 7 and 8. Round 8 starts at 8 p.m. Just stay on this channel. When the arena's over, we sign off for about a half hour, but then we jump back in at about 6:40 once the games have started. And Paul and I will cover the final 2 rounds of the last Tuesday night marathon of the year. So what city are you living in, Farm Hill? Because it's pretty much the same from all across Northern California in terms of not finding live over the board play. Because I'm in San Jose. The one thing I'm curious if it's there at, there's like a shopping center, Santana Row, and they have this outdoor board in pieces. Curious if that's still out, but I'm imagining not, because I'm imagining they wouldn't want people playing with. Yeah, Culty Club is still there, as far as I know. It's still there, but it's obviously closed for the shelter in place. I know they briefly tried to start an online club, but they didn't quite get going. But it's definitely still there. definitely still there. And the Colty Club, is, a lot of people know that's actually where I started learning chess. That's my first chess club. Um, and it's not that far from where it was. And I'm talking when I started, that was 19. That was like 1985
Oh my
when I
God.
when I started there. So
Someone's old.
85.
Old.
That's over like 30 years. Crazy. Where does the time go? So, but currently is closed, but definitely still around. Actually, the Colty Chess Club, they took third in last year's U.S. Amateur Team West. So they're definitely around and representing. And we are organizing that tournament again this year. It'll be January 30th through the 31st. It'll be online, and for people that are used to playing the amateur team tournament, all the regions are doing it online this year. So uh, you could actually have a team that plays all four. So that could be fun, and we are the first ones. So we're the first leg of the amateur team tournaments. So yep. So a lot of team tournament action starting in January at the Mechanics Institute. 14 minutes left in the marathon. And actually, that's a good question. Why doesn't the FM show on your Chess Monster account? Um, you have to apply and let chess.com know that you want that. Uh, Paul just has not done that, and that is the only reason it's not there. But let's see if we can motivate him to do that because you earn the title. You should wear it, right? But he recently, I mean, I don't think Paul was playing much online. I think he usually plays on Lee Chess, um, and that's why. And that's the other answer. The the play speaks for itself. The play tells what title you are. Kind of like in the Karate Kid, where Daniel Larusso's saying, what kind of belt? When do I get a belt? And then Mr. Miyagi gives him like a regular belt, and he's like, "What's this?" And he says, karate here, karate never here, pointing to his belt. So I guess the same goes with chess. And maybe I'm the geek here, but has anyone in the chat seen the series Cobra Kai? That's sort of like a spin off of the Karate Kid. It's an absolutely fantastic show. So if you like the Karate Kid saga and the movies, you have to watch that. And then season 3 of that starts in January, which is pretty exciting. Uh, if you're into that sort of thing, so Paul is up a pawn. The only problem in these games is that he wins, but they're tough games, so they take a long time. And while he's taking a long time, Kyron is just racking up wins. Perfect example. Kyron is 10 out of 10. So Kyron has played 10 games already, and to Paul's 5. So that's part of arena play. You have to play high volume. So you got to play fast or you got to win fast. But you also have to have some strategy of maybe there's some games that you know and Paul won that game, which is a big win because Has Disconnected is a solid player. Let's see what's next. for Paul. Hey, Paul, and are you watching? How come you have not joined the Zoom? I think you would have scored better if you had joined the Zoom and started bantering. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Let's say hey to everyone. Remember again, 6:30 tonight, round 7 of the Tuesday Night Marathon right here on this channel. We'll start our coverage at 6:40-ish. And we will entertain you with a little over 2 hours of the final 2 rounds of the marathon. All right. Now I got to find Pablo. ¿Dónde está? Oh, he's playing Akko Hidari. 24 players now in the arena. You watched Cobra Kai. Good. Isn't it a great show if you're like a fan of that series? Because it actually has the same actors that played Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, and as well as a lot of other good people. The coach, the Cobra Kai coach, John Kreese. Yeah, Akko, wow, you got lucky. So you just joined and then you just got paired with Paul right off the bat. Very cool. I remember that movie where he was a guitar prodigy. Um, wasn't it called Crossroads? Did I just get that right? Like, I've not thought about that movie since like when that movie came out, but I think it was called Crossroads. Yep, yep. That's it. But yeah, so I think it's January 3rd, Cobra Kai season 3, which left on sort of a cliffhanger because I think we might see the return of another character that was from the Karate Kid series, at least from the final scene of season 2. So that'll be exciting. Crossroads. I have not thought about that movie in so long. I might have to watch it. Because at the Mechanics Institute, we're sort of being forced to take some time off. So I might occupy my time with Cobra Kai and maybe Crossroads. I think I'll have to put that into the queue. And another movie I have on the list for this week is Interstellar. Want to watch that movie, Interstellar. So the Chess Monster up a pawn against Akko, who, congratulations to Akko, tied for first in the under 2000 section of the John Donaldson Championship this weekend. Congrats, Akko. 7 minutes left, and is Kyron still on a roll? 11 out of 11. That is crazy. Who's he playing now? He's playing the coronavirus, so we're rooting for Kyron to beat the coronavirus here. Back to the Chess Monster. Yeah, good job, Akko. We had a 2-day, 3-round-a-day John Donaldson Championship this past weekend. Game in 60 plus 5, manually paired. It was a fun tournament. Actually, the final round was pretty exciting. It was there was a game between Jim Tarjan and Alan Finkelstein, who's like a 2000 rated player, but was having like the tournament of his life. Alan was just getting like beaten around, had like a completely inferior position. And then all of a sudden, like I had switched games and was looking at something else. And then by the time we came back, Nick and Paul and I were looking at it, and it almost looked like Tarjan fell into some mating net, and he had to sacrifice his knight to get out of it. and then did end up winning the game. But there was like a minute or two in that broadcast where like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? And so that was a lot of fun. And if any of you want to watch any of our past events, um, we upload all our videos to our YouTube channel. You should check it out because we have all our stuff in there, not just our Tuesday night marathons and our weekend events and our arenas and all that fun stuff, but like the Cal Chess Rapid and Blitz Championship from last year, which had several GMs and IMs playing it. Our Mechanics Institute Rapid Championship from 2019, which had Fabiano Caruana playing it, along with Sam Shanklin and a bunch of other people. Uh, Check out our YouTube channel. I just put it in the chat. You can see that and all our other stuff in there. So check it out. I mean, if you have a lot of time over the next couple weeks, taking time off or holiday, just watch it. Watch our stuff, and kind of relive the moments. I do that every now and then. Just watch a previous video. It's fun to watch. Just under 5 minutes in the arena. Again, Paul is up a pawn and then looking to convert it, but he's gotten dragged into a game that's going to take a while. The thing we are watching here is will Kyron Griffith. He is now 12 out of 12. Is he going to stay perfect? Who is he playing, or did he? Did Kyron say, "I think I've beaten everyone here. I think I'm going to rest up for my my Tuesday night marathon game," which he should. I mean, he has won the arena like far and away. Kyron is so far ahead in the arena. He's more like he has more than double the next closest person. He's got 45 points. Mike Saylor, who's in second, has 20. So yeah, by 25 points, as Vishwa is saying in the chat. So yeah, I think Kyron said, "I am out. I gotta study for my game," and he is playing Ashik Uzaman in the TNM, so he'll get ready for that. 3.5 minutes left for the chess monster here, and then Paul will join me back at 6:40, and we will continue with the TNM. Take a look at this game here. Mike Saylor and Vishwa Nanaganda. Vishwa launching the pawn. Let's see this attack here. Chess Monster in control. Looks like we'll get this game. But I don't think Paul will be able to finish a second game. So we'll see. Even this alone, if they play under the increment, may not finish in 2.5 minutes, even though both players have 20 seconds or so left. Paul gonna put the squeeze here very shortly. There it is, nicely done. Nicely done by Paul. And I think Paul's going to now have an opponent to play a game he's not going to be able to finish against Rook. Paul should attempt Scholar's Mate. Anything you can to get the quick mate. Queen F3, something. Happy holidays, FPON. Hey, that's all good. Thank you for hanging out in the arena, and hopefully see you in the chat during the marathon later. 1 minute left in the arena. And Paul going crazy here. Look at that. Very nice. The tactical chess monster. Let's see. You need a wild haymaker to land the checkmate. I do not think it's not like unfortunately chess isn't like boxing in this sense, is that boxing at any moment you can land that big knockout, but in chess you do need the pieces in the right positions. So hey Richard, how's it going? Yeah, FPON's got a student till 8:15, so we'll see you at 8:20. The arena's over. Kyron Griffith, absolute domination, 12 out of 12. Just beat everyone around. Mike Saylor took second place, 7 wins, 0 losses, 2 draws. Fantastic. And then has disconnected with 17. Awesome. So everyone, if you're watching now, we will be back broadcasting at around 6:40. We're going to have the games of the round 7 of the Tuesday night marathon, so come back and join us. We look forward to seeing you here, and thank you for watching us. Let me find someone to throw some support. Who are we going to raid now? Let's see. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope so. I didn't have Paul with me, and if you know me, I definitely can't talk about the chess in any meaningful way. So let's. I am Rosen. Let's send him to Eric Rosen, and enjoy Eric Rosen's stream for half hour or so, and then we will be back with the Tuesday night marathon. Thank you, everyone. We will see you in a little bit. Bye.